After 30 years of getting tattooed, I foolishly thought that I had seen it all. But then, while trolling around on the interwebs, I ran across a Mirror article about Australian Brittany and her serial killer tattoos. Sure, I had seen movie murderer tattoos. Patrick Bateman and Hannibal Lecter come to mind, but I had never seen a real-life serial killer commemorated in this way. Were there more of these deadly tattoos out there? Intrigued, I took Google's hand, and together we stepped into the dimly lit basement that is serial killer tattoos. Here are the top 5 most popular serial killers, ranked simply by how many tattoos of them came up on a quick internet image search. And of course, as with any talk about serial killers, there is a trigger warning. I will be glossing over some pretty bad stuff, so if you're not in the right place to hear that today, maybe just watch this instead. Number 5. The Zodiac Killer. The Zodiac Killer was active in California in 1968 and 1969 and killed at least 5 people while seriously injuring 2 others. The Zodiac would go on to mail several letters to the press, which he claimed would give the clues needed to catch him, but ultimately he would never be identified. There are many suspects and theories, and the Zodiac is the subject of several popular movies. Rather conveniently, this tattoo transitions us to number 4, John Wayne Gacy. John Wayne Gacy was born in 1942 and was a well-respected member of his community before it was revealed that he had assaulted and murdered several young men, and then buried them in the crawlspace beneath his home. Gacy would lure in his victims with alcohol and drugs, or he would offer them work or just a place to hang out, before eventually assaulting, torturing, and then strangling them. Gacy has been attributed to 33 victims and is also well known by his alias, Pogo the Clown. Gacy was executed by lethal injection on May 9, 1994, and his alleged last words were, "Kiss my ass." Number 3. H. Holmes. Born in 1861, Herman Webster Mudgett, better known as H. Holmes, was a career criminal whose crimes included insurance fraud, check forging, bigamy, horse theft, and murder. Although he confessed to 27 murders, Holmes was ultimately convicted only of the murder of his business partner, for which he was executed by hanging in 1896. While often cited as America's OG serial killer, it is widely believed that many of the tales of Holmes and his infamous murder castle are exaggerations. Number 2. Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was born in 1946 and is believed to have committed more than 30 murders between the years of 1974 and 1978, although he could have started much earlier, as the first murder he is suspected of occurred when he was just 14 in 1961. Bundy was a brutal ambush attacker who would kidnap, assault, and then murder his victims, often performing further assaults on the corpses in the following weeks. Bundy was captured and then escaped multiple times before finally being executed by electric chair on January 24, 1989. And I think the quote on Brittany's tattoo sums Bundy up pretty well. He said, "I don't feel guilty for anything. I feel sorry for people who feel guilt." Number 1. Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer was born in 1960 and is believed to have murdered at least 17 young men between 1978 and 1991. Also known as the Milwaukee Cannibal, Dahmer would lure his victims in, sedate them, kill them, and then cook and eat them, all while assaulting and photographing their bodies. Jeffrey Dahmer received 16 life sentences, but was beaten to death by another inmate in 1994. Sure, I have a morbid curiosity that leads me to true crime content, and if you're still here, you must too. But what would inspire someone to immortalize these monsters? Leave a comment if you can offer any insight. Dahmer is quoted as saying that tattoos taste like shit, so maybe these tattoos are meant to ward off those who are like him. Love them or hate them, serial killer tattoos do make a powerful statement. I have this Sigil of Baphomet tattoo on my chest, so I understand being drawn to images that are not socially accepted in mass. Sometimes it's fun to have a tattoo that pisses off strangers. On that note, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more tattoo content, and until next time, goodbye and good luck. And happy Halloween!